I think I'm about as ready as I'll be. Can everyone hear me? Hello, Latent Hello Vera. Hello, Pokatoa, Guy Othersome, Gamer, Tazana. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Arkines. Hello, Hopefully Human. Hello, Frostbite. Gosh, when was the last time I even streamed? Was what, the 26th? Something. Aw. Thank you. It's good to be streaming again. Arkines with 56 months of resubbing. Can we get some serious love in the chat for Arkines? A beloved moderator, an amazing friend. I hope you're doing well today. So I've got a little bit of catching up to do. Let's see. Of course, it's hard to do that if I'm not visible. Let me, Hello everybody, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. If we haven't met, I make Eurobeat music, the likes of which you've heard in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matara Konavi Shoujo. I just realized I don't have my tits open. Well, let me fix that. Toa with 12 months of subscribing. Thank you so much for a full year of subscribing. Please continue to enjoy. And the 100 bits. Okay. I am very much behind. And as I imagine you can hear, there's still a little bit of scuff. Hope your voice is doing okay. And didn't know you followed Red Bull's official Instagram until a few days ago. What tipped you off? If you don't mind me asking. Sometimes I forget what I've done on Instagram or not. Right, that should be showing up shortly. Is that not gonna do? Let's see. Yeah, no, it should be there. Properties. Capture specific window, yes. A little bit strange. If I do nothing and then pick it again. Come on. Strange. It should still be sending. How was my trip? I will clarify that shortly. I'm so sorry for the slow start today. Yeah, it's really not wanting to pick it up. Not entirely sure why. Choose, yeah, it's capturing properly. Yeah, since last we caught up, we have follows from Inksy. Okay, that's fantastic. Hello, Inksy. Thank you for the follow. We also have one from Shiny_Cloud, Geeky Horse. Hello, I know you. Drezier. Louis Pretends. There it is. All right. Mr_Frosty0. Cheerno97. A purchase from... Thank you for the 100 bits. Very much appreciated. Every bit helps. Every bit's appreciated. Can we get some love in the chat for all those biddies that I will get to momentarily? Followed from Maxium235, Gundam Chris12345, Flameclaw_ Nog_John, Sombra Dio, DH Jones 95, another purchase from someone, Pmoe_19, Skills Power, that 56 month resub from Arkines, the full year resub from Pokatoa, 100 bits from Latent, and 100 bits from Guy Othersome. Can we get some love in the chat for our contributors today? How are you all doing today? It's been a hot minute since I've asked that. It's been a hot week since I've asked that, really. I have a couple of bites of my stew in the meantime. I've been a busy bee, but I want to see how you're doing. Got your new phone yesterday. What kind of phone? Hello, Jesse. iPhone 15, okay. I'm still on the 12 mini. I've heard it's pretty good though. Um, Hello, Neko Popper. Good to see you again. I'm doing okay. Um, Taking it easy on my voice today, which is why I'm a little bit lower, a little bit more low energy again. I'll explain in a bit. Got an interesting soda flavor this week. What's the flavor, if you don't mind me asking? That down, put that there. Went to a casino for the first time yesterday. Lost about 300 euros playing blackjack, but still had a great time. That's fantastic. Ooh. Dreamsicle. So, oh, yeah. Wait. What's the difference between like a creamsicle and a dreamsicle? Is it the same thing? I keep my phone till it's so out of date that the apps I use stop working. Oh, geez. You're back from drag show, co-producing, dance game running, and surgery. Neko Pepper, how did that all go? Have a sip of water before I forget. Creamsicle uses ice milk, and Dreamsicle uses regular ice cream. You know, I only recently discovered the difference between ice milk and ice cream. That's fascinating. Oh, I'm being added. There we go. I recently joined something that I will not be able to talk about today, but in time. Thank you all for the bits, by the way. I saw that the hype train took off, but I am very glad for your bits, your resubs. I'm just glad that you're all here. All went well, healing up beautifully, still in no shape to film my spicy Cunningham choreography yet, though. That is okay. I know you ask us, but how are you today? Gamer, I'm doing quite well. I'm still pretty tired, and I'll explain why. Not in a bad way. I'll say that my, think bad bats. I'll say that my fatigue is generally from a good thing. No jet lag. The event that I was at was actually a short drive up north. Odyssey real? I'm a lot paler in person. Hello. So, gosh, I last streamed last Tuesday, so it's been over a week. Oh, thank you for the head pats. I do have a story about head pats in a little bit that I will share, that I will tell. So I think it was Thursday that I floated up, and oh dear. Yeah, about head pats. And what was I on about? So right, Thursday I drive up, and I have a bunch of printouts for the musician party room that Pinkaboo throws. And it was there that I got to see some of the folks that were staying in that room for the weekend, and started helping cutting out some little things and putting them up on the wall. And every year, oh no, Gust Krona, I'm so sorry. It must have taken what you posted as a link. I do hope that that everything's okay. I'll think for that, Pets. Oh, okay. Oh dear, we might have, I think we might have some bots. Uh-oh. Gust Krona, Alexandre White. Well, we'll see. If it happens more, I think only those two tried. Let's see, Gust Krona and Alexandre White. Let me see about that. I don't even see them in the user list. Maybe they got, maybe they're already gone. So I went up and helped with it. Yeah, I think something might be happening. Third time's the distinct lack of a charm. What should I do? What should I do? Seribot should still be pretty active. Yeah, I'm seeing, deleted posts, yeah, from bots. They keep posting a link. But, yeah, they just keep smacking into the rules because we don't allow unsolicited links. Imagine that. Well, they've only tried 3 times so far, and I don't see anything more happening. Well, if it happens, then we might put the stream on lockdown or something. Okay, so Thursday was nice. It was peaceful. I think I went up and helped with the room party, and then I came back to my house to rest. The Visibility charity drive this last week went amazingly. Raised $40K over the week for Trans Lifeline. That's fantastic. Congratulations to them. And I'm so sorry that I kept missing the streams and such. I assume their link is in bio. Link is in bio. Please participate. How did it cover my mouth and still have my lips animate? That's weird. But yeah, no. Friday came and I was there for the full day of the convention. And it was just so cool seeing everyone again. There were people that I haven't seen in years. Some people since like 2016. That were all floating around. And I gotta say, I think before I get into any specifics, I had a specific thing for myself this year at Babscon. For those who don't know, or I don't think I've gotten into it too much, for one reason or another, I've been kind of going through it. And I've been stressing about it a lot. And some of that kind of came to a head actually earlier in the week before I went out to Babs. So I kind of decided that this weekend was going to be easygoing and chill and restful for the most part. Yeah, I'd still be performing. I'd still do my best. I would still get up on stage and do, what I needed to do. But other than that, I wasn't going to stress about anything. I wasn't going to let things get to me. I wasn't going to be like, oh, gee, oh, gosh, I better do this. I better do that. Just breathe in, breathe out. If something goes wrong, then that's that. If something goes well, then all the better. And it worked. It's the least stressed I've been about a con gig in a long time. The show went pretty well. I will confess I couldn't really hear myself too super well in the monitors during my set, but what are you gonna do, right? And I still had a great time, and even in that moment. So no, I should probably get to that more naturally. So let's keep going back to Friday and such. I met several musicians that I haven't seen in a long time, and hello Timber, welcome back. I also met some new faces that I haven't met yet. There are still very active people in the Brony fandom and new talents coming in every day, it seems. Or folks that I just never had the chance to meet prior. And let me see if I have like pictures from my phone. I'm very bad at remembering things this far out from an event. My memory is that bad. Let's see. Friday. I didn't take a lot of pictures. Oh yeah. So Friday I actually decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna go float around. I'm gonna pop around and see what the con has this year. Cause, I usually stay with like the musicians or, the people that I've known for the last few years. And this year I decided to just kind of take things easy. If I hung out with friends, then I hung out with friends. If I didn't, then I didn't. And I ended up popping into the arcade, like the gaming room. And I think I have a tweet about it. Tell me why one of the first games that shows up is, hold on. It's not going to let me see the tweet, is it? Here we are. Tell me why one of the machines this year, oh wait, it's not going to let me show it, is it? Come on. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. Tell me why the first game that I saw in the arcade was the CDI version. It was literally going through the whole thing, just like lamp oil, rope, bombs. Hold on, I have a few redeems from 8 days ago. All right. Yeah, let me do the hydrate real quick. And thank you for the cars redeem. But yeah, it had like the CDI, the straight up like Philips CDI Legend of Zelda game, and a really good Daytona setup. Like all of these were set up to the proper like arcade spec Daytona. And they also had like a ROM, like a hacked ROM for Pokemon Team Rocket Edition. I didn't get to play it, but I was just kind of surprised to see that. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So float around there. I saw what some of the cosplayers were doing. I floated around the vendor hall a little bit, and I got to meet Haunted Tuba. For those who don't know, Haunted Tuba is an artist and an animator from Japan who did... Actually, how many of you have not seen the video for... Let's see. Let me see if it's actually, like, animated here. There's the one for Japan PonyCon. Let's see. It might be on Twitter. Yeah, let me see if it's on Twitter. Your kids always have some interesting fights. Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like, convention arcades are slept on, because you tend to get the really niche stuff that you don't think about until you're actually in there. I'll think about that, pets. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let me see if I can get the actual, like, animation. Because, Haunted Tuba is part of the staff at Japan PonyCon, which is one of Babscon's sister conventions. Let me see. He's done a lot of artwork for Japan PonyCon. Okay, so this is a GIF that he made based on the artwork that he did for the video. Like, that's Poniko on the left. I'm surprised that it's not showing the actual video anywhere, because I'm on media. Here we go. Nope. Oh, that's Miles remixing Mary Start. Nice. Wait, where is the... Sorry. Yeah, so, Haunted Tube has been part of Japan PonyCon. He did some animation for, Goodbye Japan. And, we finally got to meet again, at Babscon. And he was having a fantastic time. He was, you know, just really enjoying California. It was apparently very stimulating, like a lot of big differences, which is understandable. I felt pretty similarly when I was over in Japan. Not in the same way, though. I feel like I can imagine for someone coming to America, it can be very loud and jarring and very, very stimulating, whether or not for good reasons. I'm gonna have a bite from my stew real quick. I forgot to eat ahead of time. Yeah, I got to bump into Haunted Tuba, got to bump into all kinds of folks in, like, the dealer's hall. And, trying to think of what else I even did. That first day was just kind of more easygoing, just kind of hanging out with friends, meeting people. I think that was the day that, that I got to more properly meet, Melody Butt. She's adorable and amazing and precious, and I got to give her head pats and watch her reduce to a puddle. JJ the Ghost, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matar Kanavi Shoujo, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. What was I on about? Right. And she got to find out that I react much the same way to head pats. Like, I think I was being a little bit like, you know, a certain mode, a certain method. And she started giving me head pats, and I just kind of, you know, just kind of started melting. And it's hard to be charismatic and mommy when you're melting under someone's head pats like that. Yeah, okay. I see where this is going. Thank you. Okay. This is the stream now. Okay.
Not.
Hello? So before I forget, so there wasn't too much on Friday. I think I hung out in the room party for a little bit and then headed back to my house to sleep. But then Saturday came around and, oh, thank you for the hearts. That was the day that I went about and decided to rock an outfit that I bought just for. Gotta deviate. Wait a minute. I recognize your name. Hello, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Were you the one with the amazing cosplay? No, you. Okay, you're also from. Yeah, okay, that's you. That's you. Hello, it's good to see you. I was just talking about my experiences at Babscon this last weekend, and so far, so good. Let's see. So this was the outfit that I was originally going to perform in, and I wasn't sure if I was going to wait until I threw it on, but then like as I was getting ready for the day, I'm like, you know what? No, screw it. We're doing this. We're playing the feud. For those who are new here, by the way, a lot of VTubers covered their faces. Such Yo-Yo762, thank you so much for the follow, for the sub, for the 18-month sub. Read some love in the chat for Yo-Yo. Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge being part of the Oddities community for a year and a half now. Well, I feel like you've been around for longer than that, but thank you so much for 18 months of subscribing. Right, so what I was saying, a lot of VTubers cover their face and keep their identities protected. I built up too much publicly before I made some changes to have that luxury. So here's how I looked this weekend, especially on Saturday. That dress got me so many compliments wherever I went, and it felt amazing. I was Strawberry Girl that weekend. I felt super cute. I looked, dare I say, super cute. And many people seemed to agree. That cardigan was also very much useful because as we were doing sound check that night for our sets, I bring all my gear in to the main hall, like the main event hall, and I see Koa just absolutely chilling. Just absolutely, like, holding her arms and, like, literally verbally shivering. So I offered her my cardigan. And, one, she got warmer. And two, she looked way too good in it. Just stop it. Let me see. This was Koa with the cardigan. And, it was a look. Like, honestly, not only was it, like, actually, helping her stay warm, but just the look, the absolute vibe. Koa's just such... I aspire to Koa's levels of everything forever. And it was so freaking cold in there, too. Like, it was so cold, so I was doing fine. If anything, I was almost ready to burn up. And I was like, look, I can hear you shivering. Please take it. And it was only about after sound check for the most part that I was like, hey, are you feeling warm? Did you go? She's like, oh, thank you so much. Do you need it back? I'm like, maybe a little bit. Maybe it's a little cold in here. So I felt a little bit bad, though, because it was really, like, she was rocking that really, 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 really well. I ended up... I think I just hung out in the room for a little bit more, just kind of hung out with people. And then I started going down to get ready for my set. And I realized something. Before I went back up to the room to kind of rest a little bit before my set. I've been severely dehydrated before most of my sets. Part of the reason my voice has been so out of line for a lot of these, the reason it's such a glass cannon, the reason it doesn't do well is because I haven't been drinking nearly enough water during those days, let alone before my set. That's a good reminder. Thank you, guys. We took a big swig. So I tested that theory. I started slamming back water like an absolute weapon. Thank you, Gamer. I'm trying to keep it a little bit low today. As you can hear, it never did quite properly recover from my set. Sure enough, though, the water helped so much. And I was doing great in my set right up until the very end. Now, some of you might remember that a certain song of mine ends with screamo, or at least like the Cookie Monster kind of deathy kind of vocals. Also, I just realized one of my thingamabobs is not in the right spot. So, Luna Nightmare mode ends with like, I don't want to replicate the pattern or the sound because it would damage my voice. But I did that live because I forgot that I was supposed to let it kind of fade or do an effect or even just load dream mode and have it end that way. So I just kind of did it. And what was weird was after the show, my voice felt fine. After the show, my voice felt perfectly like decent, other than, having just gargled my own throat for the sake of a vocal effect. I was actually doing pretty okay. And that went really well. I was, I just had a lot of fun hopping up on stage again. Here's the thing. My last performance was at Anthro Expo. And that was a completely different performance than a BronyCon is. Don't get me wrong. I had a good time at both, and the crowd was receptive at both, but Brony crowds are, I almost want to liken it to an idol crowd. They know what you're about to sing. They're going to sing along with you. They know the words probably better than you do. And words are failing me. It's just like, it was electric being in that room again, like performing for everyone. And I will say this. I was a last minute addition to the roster. The original intention was I actually had attention from 2 other conventions that ended up not getting back to me in time. Hang on, I'm going to take another swig. And at that time, I won't say it too much, but, I was pretty excited about those opportunities. So when Babscon came about, I kind of evaluated what was going on, who was getting back to me or not. And it's like, you know what? Okay. Yeah. We're going to be doing Babscon this year. So, I did manage to get a half-hour set. Can you get me something from... sure, if you want. Yo-Yo, that is so sweet of you. Like, you don't have to do anything, but if that is something that you want to do for me, then I would gladly accept. Thank you. I should indicate that I do have lunch. Preference amongst my options. That's a good question. I haven't checked my options in a long bit. Ah. Let me see. Did I get rid of things from my list? I feel like I might have gotten rid of things from my list. Smash burger, pizza, chicken tenders, Wingstop. I've got to be honest. I'm not sure how many of those feel... I don't know. I feel about the same about any of them. I could stand to add a few more things to that list, though, now that I think about it. I think I got rid of the coffee, milk tea, and pot stickers. Not because it was bad, but just because I had trouble finishing it at any given time. Yeah, but whatever works. There's no particular preference in this case. But thank you. That is very kind of you. I forgot what I was on about. Pick a random number between 1 and 3. Surprise. Okay. If you'll pick a number between 1 and 3, then I look forward to whatever's ahead. Yeah, so the set went really well. And the thing is, like, with Brony convention performances, and here's the thing. It makes a lot of sense that the kind of set that I do at a Brony convention is different than the one I'll do at Anthro Expo or Anime Expo or anywhere else I might go, or like a bar gig or show. Because, well, for those who don't know, the Brony music scene has a thriving and varied scene with rock music, orchestral, hip hop, EDM. And, you know, it's expected that at a pony event, you will play pony. So, it was kind of nice to, like, actually go back over my set and pick through, like, mostly MLP work. I did throw Caramel Dancing in there as per a request from someone who I will not reveal. And, gosh, what even was my set? You know what? I'm going to pull up Tractor. Because I basically make it on my desktop, and then I'll transfer it to my laptop. Oh, I forgot it actually, like, shows up on stream. Okay. I did open with Overdrive, the Who's Up High remix, Luna's Future.
The number was 3.
Eh? What? The number was 3. Oh, Wingstop! I do like Wingstop. Thank you. Can we get some love in the chat for Yo-Yo? Thank you so much for buying me a treat. And I have been booped. I have been booped indeed. Hello, Pixie. It's great to see you. What was I on about? Right. So, yeah, Overdrive, Hooves Up High, Luna's Future, Forever Free, a couple of tracks from Ponies at Dawn, Empress. Okay, I forgot how many, I'm doing okay, Pixie. I'm doing pretty good. Voice is doing all right. I started pretty chill, pretty easygoing, and that seems to be the vibe. That seems to be the mode. It was kind of nice because there's a lot of songs that I haven't played in even Brony convention gigs in some time. Thank you for the reminder, gamer. I am trying to keep it relatively natural.
Not.
Why? I will do the hydrate though before I forget. Wait, huh?
Can't forget the tip jar for your lovely mods.
Okay. Thank you, but also I am so sorry. The tip jar... Oh goodness, I feel like I should have clarified this ahead of time. That just went through Stream Elements instead of Pally. I can distribute that between the mods though. I'm being surrounded by hearts. Help! Okay. Thank you so much for that. And so I should clarify some weirdness about the bars over here. And I'd like to apologize for the lack of clarity between the two. So one of those is through Stream Elements. And that is you know, Pally is still very much there, still very much intact, and that is the method that allows me to split any tip or any dono from chat evenly between myself and the moderation team. But what we've decided this time is, hello, Hirodin. What we've decided is now there are two separate jars. One is for Pally, which splits between the moderation team and the tip, and the other tip jar. And that is for direct to me. I've had a conversation with the mods about this, entirely because I can see how this would affect their income from this, like their ability to receive pay from people that have contributed. And they were all very gracious about it and accepted the two tip jar approach. And thank you for your generosity, Yo-Yo, for the resub, for the treats, for the tip. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that into Pally myself. You just did that, so why did it not? Yo-Yo, you. That's like 4 wheel spins, because those are supposed to be 5 and 5, so that's 4 wheel spins. Heaven help me. Y'all, can we get some serious love in the chat for Yo-Yo? Thank you so much for your immense generosity today. Very, very much, very, very much appreciated. And with that, let's go ahead and a little bit of a scroll down. Let's spin the wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a notepad so we can see which things end up happening. All right, here we go. With 75 stream streak from Pixie. We get some love in the chat for Pixie as well. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, that's 1. And 2. Oops. Sorry. Draw a character of your choice by memory in 2 minutes. All right. 3. A little bit of my stew in the meantime. And 1 more. I can show that image, Daniel. All right, so what we have is the... Oh, yeah, I should show the actual image. Hold on 1 second. I think it's on desktop. It's in cleanup now. No, I think it'd just be on regular desktop. I'll get that view. Large icons. It's in cleanup for sure. Norp. Pictures? I bet it's in screenshots. It's in screenshots. It is... Oh, come on. Let me back at it. Come on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Gosh darn it. Okay. Sort by... Oh. This would just be... Here it is. So what I'm going to do... This is the picture. Just... Oh gosh. Oh no. That's the picture that's on this part of the wheel. Just... Oh no. Thank you, Pixie. I have it written down too. So, is that for mommy mode? No, it's for spin twice when it stacks up. Yeah, I think I can actually show it here. I want to do that. All right. Yeah, just spin twice with no sec. Hello, Zenny Stardust. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Right. So, the things that our wheel has unlocked are as follows. Pick a new avatar. Draw a character of your choice, chat, in 2 minutes. An ada, and a copy pasta of your choice. So, I think the first one would be... I'm going to run a poll for which avatar we want. So, 3D... 3D bunny girl, 2D red dress, 2D bunny girl. A quick thing, by the way, if we do choose 3D gothicy, I'll allow that just to be a respin because, I mean, then it just doesn't change. Woke up later than I normally would. Honestly, that's a mood, though. The last couple of days, I've been sleeping way in. And it's been so nice. I'll actually get to that in a second because I know that we're, I was talking about, my stories at Babscon before Yo-Yo came through like an absolute Chad and just started contributing left and right and center and everywhere. All right. Let me update a few things. That should be good. Typical. Right. Okay. Settings, data, 15 today. Yeah. And then Pally, I think, is just cumulative across the board. And with the get supported. Pay, get supported, get supported, get supported, get supported, get supported. I did just, what I normally do at PonyCons, hold myself in the Berry 2 party room. We were just down the way. I spent most of my time at the musician party room. In fact, for both Saturday and Sunday night, I actually DJ'd the room party. And it was really fun, because here's the thing. I actually don't talk about this very much, but I have a playlist for room parties, for just kind of vibes. I even brought this to Fanime last year, and it got me friends, basically. The secret is, chat, don't tell anyone, but are you listening? the secret to my particular room party playlist. Step 1, Orihime VT's Spotify playlist. 3D Bunny Girl is the winner. Okay. Let me go ahead and hop into that real quick. Our selection. Here we go. Pyon pyon. Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah. So that's that one. We still need to pick a character for me to draw in 2 minutes in MS Paint. I still need to do an Ada, and then we need to pick a copy pasta together. But yeah, I spent a lot of time just like DJing the room party, and it was really fun. Yeah, pyong pyong. What was I about to say? Right, I think I should just do the Ada before we pick the copy pasta and the character. All right. Chat, have you missed this? Have you missed this particular signal of mine? I hope you would. Are you ready to hear it again? Ara? Iko da ne. And there we have it. All right, that takes care of that. Been a hot minute since I've added an Ada. All right, so chat, I need something to draw in MS Paint. And I will draw it in 2 minutes or less. Ideally 2 minutes, but let's see, 2-minute timer right there. A Banui, my logo. I could draw a Banui. Where is paint? Paint. Discord, Chibi, Stitch. Dallas from Payday. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with Payday 2, sadly. Myself. I feel like Banui is, well, I feel like Banui is also a bit of a cop-out. Dino, Stitch, a couple of ones for Stitch. Okay, let me see what I can do. My foot on Timber, Honey Bear. There's down bad and there's down atrocious. Come on, darling. All right. I will try to draw Stitch. So let me see what I can do. Let me get the window ready. 50%. I think I've got enough default colors to draw Stitch. All right, let me get MS Paint. Ah. All right. Ready and? The timer starts. Now. All right. I need a big brush. He's got like the ears, right? And then he's got like a round head. And then, I feel like, okay. We're gonna do paint bucket. Oops, wrong one. There we go. And, I kind of got the brighter color brush. And, I wish I could use a larger one. He's got like a little bit of a frame around his eyes. Not quite panda-like, but, let's do here. Another one here. He's got big, full eyes. Big, full eyes. And then we're gonna use the paint bucket. We're gonna add little highlights. It's got like a, okay. Now it just looks like a really bad budget Bulbasaur. Okay. And, I do know about the Stitch anime. He's got like the red, jacket, right? Because he's like... Because he's got like the space uniform, right? Doesn't he also have like, okay. Does he have like purple here? Have like stripes of some sort, right? Something like that. And then, it's the wrong blue. Okay. Stitch. Yeah, does he have fangs? I feel like he had fangs. Okay, we need to fill the thing. We're gonna do that. Oh, geez. Oh, Lord. Okay, where's it going wrong? Oh, I see where it's going wrong. Okay, time's up! How did I actually do? Alright, let's take a look at the reference. You know, somehow, not the worst. Okay, so it's the inside of the ears, and I got the fangs. The nose I borked. The nose I absolutely borked. Because he's got like a big old, like, boopable nose. Whereas I just kind of gave him like a... I gave him like nostrils. Mako! 30 months in a row. Can we get some love in the chat for Mako? Mako, it is great to have you here for 30 full months. 12, 24... That is 2.5 years of subscribing, darling. Please continue to enjoy your emotes or sub badge being part of the Oddities community for as long as you've been. Yeah, Bulbasaur Stitch hybrid. Stitch is kind of koala. Oh, you're right. I should have looked up koalas. But yeah, I tried. Think of that pets. Wait, where is? I'm gonna close the browser window. Gonna close MS Paint. And I tried. All right, so the last thing is we need to pick a copy pasta for me to recite. For whatever reason, PayPal has refunded TreatStream without my prompting. The tip appeared to have still gone through, though. Sorry. No worries. I don't see anything coming through on this end yet. I do think that if TreatStream doesn't get the funding that it looks for, it does send that back, and then I think it cancels the order. Thank you for keeping me posted on that, though, Yo-Yo. Your generosity today has been, like, believe me, you're good. You're more than fine. Chat, though, I do need a copy pasta to recite for you. What shall it be? Shall it be voicemail? Shall it be Own a Musket? Shall it be the opening to the B movie script? Think about it while I have another bite of lunch. No worry, gamer. Thank you so much for popping in, and please do keep me open if you need. Hello, Ruddy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Pixie, you'll love it. It's the Dinty Moore stew over brown rice. B movie script. I think I'll just do the opening line. Let's see. B movie script. Okay. I think I'll just go do that. Okay. I wonder if I can deliver it with a certain amount of gusto. All right. The script for B movie. I'm not going to do that. That sounds like too many words. I'm just going to read the intro. Indeed. Hello, Sina. Good to see you. Good to see you being here. I hope you're doing well today. Hello, honey. I feel like I'm committing. I feel like that I shouldn't joke like that. It is you, Sina. How are you doing, darling? All right. The opening line to B movie. I think I'll do reverb just for funsies. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is possible. Can we talk about weirdly inspirational? I never actually did see the Bee movie, but make a terrarium for your partners. Oh, that's cute. I am doing okay, Sina. I just got back from a brony convention, and I took a couple of days to let my voice recover and to get some rest. I think that was all of it. Great. So yeah, let's get back to the thing. So, Babscon, right. Can I just say, two things were true of this weekend. It was both very relaxing and very overstimulating and not rest happening. Because, for those who don't know, I spend a lot of time alone. Like, alone as in I don't see another human being for several days in a row. It's not a good mindset. It's not a good, lit lifestyle. I should be getting out there. But, when you go to a convention, you're suddenly surrounded by lots and lots of people, and they're people that you know and you haven't seen in a long time. You want to socialize. I was kind of right to post that social battery warning because by the end of the first day, I had done so much talking and so much socializing that I was wiped. But I didn't want to lose too much. So, I went back home and I slept and rested a little bit. And I came back the next day and did more of the same. I think I did more talking in the first 2 days of the con than I tend to do in a week. I've already forgotten what I said. Like, my voice is still a bit of a glass cannon. I want to get it looked at properly. And the next time they go in and they say, oh, it's just GERD, I'm going to say, I'd like a second opinion, please. It's not that. It's really not that. But I did a lot of talking. I did a lot of singing, obviously. And it was a really good time. But also, I came back and I slept and slept and slept. I think I slept more, Monday night, Tuesday morning than I have the previous nights, like, put together. I think my social muscles have atrophied, for lack of a better way to put it. Because, like, I should be able to do a convention and not be completely obliterated by the end of the weekend. Yeah, it's a big part of why I took a little extra time to come back from the convention and rest a little bit. You can hear a little bit of the rasp now because, like, I was not too kind to my voice that weekend. Not that I was bad to it, except for the screamo bit at the end. For once was wild. Yeah? I'm glad that you like. Well, hopefully it was wild in a good way. Actually don't know if there's like a video of it up anywhere. And if it was around, then if I would actually want to watch it. Yeah, words are failing me on what to say about it. It was good, but also your voice, wow. I was getting nervous because you were going at it. Here's the weird thing, actually, Mako. It's kind of twofold. Because on the one hand, I'm not used to good monitors. So I feel like I have to sing to hear myself, let alone to be able to have the power to get it out past the microphone, which I shouldn't have to do because the microphone does its job. I need to trust it and be able to not sing as if I am projecting on stage. And mind you, this sounds like shade towards our sound team. This year, it was a new crew, and they did their best, and they were polite, and they did what they could with what they had. And there were still some issues. I couldn't really hear myself in the monitors, so I just kind of had to go with what I knew. Ironically, I consciously made the decision to not completely destroy my voice midway through the set. So I was like, you know what? If I push my voice to hear myself, if I push my voice too much just to hear myself, it's going to be destroyed. It's going to be obliterated more than usual. So you know what? I'm just going to trust that my voice works. It sounds silly, but this is a big reason why I was talking about, like, earlier in the year, like, oh, I need to develop a different performance method, or I just need to stick to just DJing or something like that. Partially because of this. If I just DJ, then I don't have to sing. If the song works, it works. And if I do a different performance method, then I can run my own vocals into my own sound card and run it that way. I don't have to worry about, if the monitors are picking me up because I am picking me up. Do I take vocal lessons for singing specifically? I used to for years and years and years. I haven't really done proper like singing training since after COVID. I feel like I could probably stand to get back into that again though, because like my sister was classically trained in opera for years. I can ask her for vocal care tips. And here's the thing, I do have some vocal care things that I do. The problem is my situation is a little different. It is unique. Hello, GLMD. Good to see you. Sina, I'm not sure if I told you about it. I have a bump on my vocal cords that was not there before COVID. And the general consensus that is that it's there from just general use. It's benign. It technically could go away over time. It hasn't, but it could. And it's one of those things where so far their recommendations have been, well, anyway, you just live as if you've got GERD and, hope it goes away or we can laser it out. I don't think it's a node. I think it's slightly different. It's more like an individual growth than a node. I do have a slight formation of one, but not so intense that they're concerned about it in that regard. Oddly enough, I think since I last went in for them to shove a camera up my nose to get an image of my vocal cords, I swear, if they just tell me that it's GERD again, I'm gonna get a second opinion. Because I hadn't been checked. My voice hadn't been checked like that before COVID. And obviously I just don't have the money to get my vocal cords lasered, and the time to take the time off, and I don't think it's viable for me. So I'm kind of stuck until I'm making obscene amounts of money. So what do I do instead, right? I've been drinking more water. I've been doing some of the advices that I've received from vocal training and things like that. So I don't know. Ow. Thank you for the 69 bits. Very nice. Every bit helps. Every bit's appreciated. Can we get some love in the chat for Takaru Impulse with those 69 bits? Again, nice. But that's kind of the thing. I try not to get into it because I'm getting comfortable with my voice generally again. But that is still a thing. That is still an issue that I deal with. There is still a bump on my vocal cords, and it does have an effect on my ability to sing and my ability to speak for long periods of time. And the options are don't talk as much, don't sing as much, and hope it goes away, or pay to get it lasered off. And since money is not really an option, the first one's all I really have. But then I have a job that requires me to talk, that requires me to sing, that requires me to do that. Well, the other option would be to not sing on my own work, but I don't like that idea. So the notion that I have is I just need to get really, really successful and earn a lot of money, and then eventually go in and be like, zap it. Thank you for that, Bats. And mind you, I'm getting comfortable with my lower register again. Like, big reason that I started the stream in goth mode and such was partially because I'm comfy with how I sound again. Hello again. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Actually, before I go too much further, I've gone about an hour into stream and I could really use the restroom. So what I'm going to do... Oh, thank you for that, Bats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get words on stream going. And yeah, let me go ahead and get the link and all that set up and ready to go. Get that, properties, bam. And I will be right back. Probably about 5-10 minutes. All right. BRB. Okay, I might have snagged a couple of those. Alrighty, I'm back. How y'all doing? By the way, I'm just realizing, I wonder if I should put out some, wonder if I should play some I wonder if I should play some Eurobeat. I was gonna say put on some, play some, and then I said, Odyssey puts out live on Twitch. Sorry. Okay. I wonder if I should put on some Eurobeat, because, like, I started the stream a little bit on, you know, kind of taking things easy, trying to be comfy, trying to be good to myself, just with, how things are going. And, hello, Fia. I don't think I said hi properly. I'm sorry. And, I feel like I'm good for that. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. Put that over here. Instrumentals. Let's do that, like, less than halfway. We'll do this one, and we'll turn on shuffle. Yeah. What was I on about before? Mako, you're right. I did post in announcements and not the schedules. I'll do that after stream today. Welcome back again. And this time I'm staying. This time I'm back. But yeah, no, I had fun during my set. It was great to be up there again. It was great to do like a half hour set of like just kind of brony classics, basically. Like okay, not brony classics. That's a little full of myself, but you know, just stuff that I've done in the MLP scene, and some stuff from Ponies at Dawn, and you know, some non-pony classics. Like I did play Caramel Dancing as per request, and that was really nice. That whole weekend, though, I most definitely did not rest much. So Tuesday, I spent most of Tuesday just resting, just taking it easy, sitting down and sleeping, and it's all just nothing. And it felt so good. Oh, it felt real good. And I was supposed to have a meeting with my manager on Friday, but once it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be at the con, so we bumped it to yesterday, actually. Actually, Monday was the day that I slept a bunch. Tuesday was the meeting, right? As you can hear, though, like, you know, my voice needed a little extra time to rest and recover, but we did still have that meeting. And it was just nice, because, like, sometimes when you've got a lot going on, it feels like everything is just too much to juggle. You know, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about that? When is this? When is that? When is this? When that? We ended up creating a new little system that allows me to better track all of that. And just kind of going over what the projects are for the next few months and such. This does cover something, by the way, that I want to bring up. Some of you have been excited for Strawberry Girl. Some of you have been excited for new originals. Some of you have been very excited for the potential plushie coming up. You know, like when we designed that together during September. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is those are still very much being figured out and on the calendar. The bad news is we're working on it. Plushies are pretty prohibitively expensive. That said, some time ago we did try to design the Audi Fumo. Or Fumo C, if you will. No, Audi Fumo. There's a few considerations with that. So that might be a little later even than other things with merch. But there's a lot going on ahead. And the good news is it is still very much happening. The bad news is I'm looking at it now, and I'm going to say this in a way that I hope makes sense and doesn't make it sound bad. Being a VTuber makes things a lot slower. Like, just the way that content is presented and put out there, with the exception of maybe shorts. No, even then, that actually still takes a good bit of work, good bit of effort. Things are on a slower drip than I thought. And I might have some time to sneak in a couple of releases in the way that I've done before. Probably not to the same extent as like Lace and Linen, but certainly more than just like words on the screen. Audie short. I am not short. I am 5'8" before heels. Thank you very much. Besides, I'm taller than most people when they're kneeling. I digress. Thank you for that, Bets. The point is more like, it's amazing the kind of schedule that things are on in terms of content. And, thank you for that, Bets. Taller than you, even while kneeling. Can confirm I'm 5'6" and I have to look up to her. Aw, well, that's okay. Listen, this isn't... Why is this a thing? Again, why are you caught up on my height? Why are you caught up on my height, darling? Spill the beans. Why are you so concerned about my height? What's on your mind, honey? Because you find it funny. Yeah? Interesting. Now I seem taller than 5'8". Well, exactly. It's because of. I find it funny that you're obviously in charge here, but that you're shorter than me. That's because I have tall energy, darling. There's a difference between being tall and having tall energy. For instance, our favorite kitty bat girl, that makes music, is very tall. Is taller than me, but has short energy. Because she, Avenel for the record. You still want to like boop her nose and pick her up and carry her somewhere, and she's so cute. You just want to, what a good girl she is. What a good girl she is. She's taller than me. In terms of height, yes, but in terms of dynamic, that's where the key is. So, yes, I may be shorter in stature, but taller everywhere else. This is true, there is a dynamic. Exactly. It's height energy, not height. The way that I put it, well, don't tell anyone I told you this. Another certain 5'3" bunny girl that I happen to know can loom over plenty of people, especially when they're on their knees. I am also a good bit taller than this other particular bunny girl, but she has tall energy. So it's like, that's just how it is. That's the dynamic. That is how that do. So, yeah, music was... I feel like I just needed a vocal warm-up. I feel more like I could talk. Maybe I just need to like use my voice a bit more in the morning. Maybe I need to talk more and not less. Weird as that sounds. But yeah, no, like, yeah, height's got nothing to do with it, darling. Timber, easy. I will say it can be a little bit difficult to joke in flirty, flustery ways when it gets taken too seriously. Like, I don't know. Too much immersion breaking, and it's like, well, I might as well not make the joke in the first place, you know? But I digress. But yeah, it was really nice to have, just have that system in place and like to have, I guess just plans in place for the future. Cause like, the whole reason that I was stressing it about Babs was like, I remember before I got in, you know, before I actually attended, I had this worry. Cause it's like, there's all these people that that I haven't seen in years. And it's like, where was my contact? Where was my reaching out to them? Where was any of that? And, you know, why do I care? Right? Oh, thank you for that. That's very kind. Why do I care so much, right? I had someone who I was kind of building a friendship with. Last year, was it last year? It had to be last year. And I didn't reach out as often as they'd have liked. And if they had been like, hey, you know, I don't like, you know, us not reaching out as much or us connecting as much, then that's something I could have worked on. But this person decided to end the friendship without allowing me a chance to, like, even, like, it was a day when I was going out and running errands and things like that. And I wasn't really in a place to respond. And by the time that I got around to, you know, answering their questions, and some of what they presented, they had made the decision. Senpai Anxiety, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matarakon of Shoujo. It is great to have you here. Also, a relatable username, Senpai Anxiety. Anyway, and Blue Intellect with the 18-month resub. Can we get some love in the chat for Blue? Super great to have you back. Thank you so much for a year and a half of subscribing. Please know your emotes, sub badge, being part of the Oddities community once again. Right. So that friend had kind of decided to drop me before I had the chance to really, like, either rebut some things or admit to some things or work on things. And it kind of left an impression on me about, you know, how I am with my other friends. And we've had discussions and conversations about this kind of thing, and just making sure that I'm being as good to them as they are to me. So when approaching Babscon with all these people that I haven't seen in years, it's like, well, are they going to be upset at me? Are they going to be mad that I haven't reached out, that it's been so many years since we've done anything? And it was a little bit of why it was another part of why I put out that, post. I mean, some of it was also social battery and things like that, but some of it was also like, look, I just, you know, my capacity was already kind of low. And I kind of realized after posting that, it's like, you know what? Who's really out here holding a grudge that I've been busy, that it's been hard for me to even leave my apartment, let alone reach out. So I kind of made the conscious decision after kind of calling with my manager rather unofficially, that day. I made a decision like, you know what, Babs, I'm going to do my set. I'm going to hang out with people on my own terms. And it's going to be fine. And it did. It was just really nice to not let so much get to me, especially after a period of time where a lot has been weighing on my mind and kind of giving me reason to worry. So it's been good. It's been, Babs was a really, like, weirdly healing time. Even if partially just because of the sleep afterwards. Been too busy to be here. How have I been? I've been okay. Blue, I feel like, I'm working through a lot of what has been overwhelming me in a good way. Like, I've been properly getting through it, either handling it or addressing it and letting it go or things like that. It's not healthy for anyone to worry to the point of hypervigilance. Exactly. Oh, say hello, hero. I was not being good to myself in that regard. Like, I was kind of hypervigilant about everything. And, entirely unrelated, but one of the things that I was supposed to do when I got up was turn on the air conditioner. Now I'll be okay. I'm just a little toasty. I just need time away from home myself. That too, like, touching grass and socializing with people are like two of the three most healthy things that I can think of. The third being any sort of exercise at all whatsoever. Like, I don't know. It was just really nice to have time to, like, not worry about taxes or money or future gigs or things like that. And to just exist. Just do what I'm there to do. Have fun on stage. And just rest. Otherwise, just spend time with people who are cool and cute and sweet. And it was really nice. And also to occasionally check in on news from WeebCon, because I saw that Numi was finally performing her big set there. And, you know, even during certain points of, like, you know, music going on at Babs, I also took a peek over to see how things are going for music at WeebCon. And I'm so happy for her. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna gush for a second. Like, for Numi to go up on stage with a band and perform her set like that in front of that big of a crowd, like huge crowd. Cool, cute, and sweet people who else was there. Thank you so much for the resub, Peanut. Oh gosh, I can think about My Cutie Mark is a Gun. I think there was Blue Brony. There was Melody Butt. There was Shades. I want to get the name right. Where's the name? Evershade. Thank you, Evershade. Evershade, there was Turquoise Splash, there was Koa. I love Koa. There were so many people. It was a big party room. There was Haunted Tuba, there was Dusty Cat. I got to hang out with Dusty Cat for a little bit again. It was good. It was nice. And, words are failing me again. Lots and lots of people. Dusty is nice, honestly. Like, it's been cool. It was cool to see him again. And on the same token, you know, I'd still occasionally poke over to see what was going on at WeebCon. And mind you, listen, the only reason I'm talking about WeebCon for a second is because I want to gush about Numi a little bit more. Like, just the fact that she went from having pretty nasty stage fright to performing in front of crowds that big. Like, I'm not sure how to put it. It's not like I'm looking down on her, but I'm really proud of her for, I don't know, whenever I talk about, oh, I'm proud of someone, I worry that I come across as like, oh, you're so smart, you're so big. Like, no, I'm genuinely, like, happy for them to, like, to be doing what they're doing. And for Numi to have the nerve to get up on stage, like, have the guts, have the will to go up on stage and perform in front of a crowd that big. It's a big deal. And apparently, from the sound of it, she did a fantastic job. Mind you, I was also one of the attendees at Off-Kai last year, where her performance there had some tech issues. But she still ended up doing Bottom live, like, in front of us. With a mask on and such, you know, she was still taking care of herself in that regard. But, I don't know. I'm very proud of Numi. Apparently Cinder and Bao also had performances there. She has a song called Bottom. I'm not going to sing it for you because, well, one, that's clip material, and two, copyright material, and three, she sings it better. But she does have a song called Bottom. Of course she does. And, I don't know, one of these days, I want to, one of these days I'd really like to see, Numi live. I'd really, booties are pretty fun, you know, reruns, focuses. Yeah, words are failing me again. Yeah, I'm just really proud of Numi. I'm proud of Bao. I'm proud of Cinder. I'm proud of everyone that was performing that weekend. It was interesting too because, like, you know, VTuber event, Brony event, SakuraCon going on at the same time. What a weekend for conventions, right? Numi has a song called Bottom. You have a song called The Top. Coincidence? Yeah? That is a good point. Don't read too far into it, though. Let's be real. Listen, I don't have the kind of connection with Numi at the moment. I think she's very much occupied. We need a crossover cover remix thing. I mean, at that point, it would just be us working together. Oh no. 'Cause I'm a bottom and into the top for the first time. Saw me wobbling it up. Oh no. The Last Demon King 65. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matara Kanavi Shoujo. It is great to have you here. I'm going to take a sip before I forget. Switch. Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you. Forgot where I was going with that. Right. Oh, Vieira, I see. Aw. Simply couldn't wait, could you? Vera? Are you ready for this one, darling? Ara ara. Iko dane. How'd I do, baby? Aw, it's always so cute when they kiss me. All right. I mean, the other solution, of course. And listen, I can't say this kind of thing without it, like. I think I've mentioned it before, but I worry about it coming across as. I see what's been redeemed. I see it. I choose not to believe it. But I think I may have no choice. Very well. Jesse, as per request. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that does make it a nyada nyada. Now the question is, do I do it more Ada style or do I do it more nya style? What do you think? I've got an idea. I think I'm gonna do it this way. Nyada nyada, iko danya. I don't know what to do with myself after that. I don't know what to do with myself after that. I crave to vanish. I want to vanish. Anyhow, anyway, what were we on about before that? Right, with regards to, like, any kind of thing with Numi, and mind you, she's got a lot going on. I have a lot going on. I don't think it'd be viable for the next little bit, even if I could dream of it. But the idea of working with Numi would probably be a logical solution to that, but also, I would put my songs on the fridge. She has her songs, like, out on billboards. I don't know. Listen, talking about this kind of thing makes me a bottom, okay? It's just, I don't know. The idea of that, I would like to someday, but it's also very much a pipe dream. Also, more realistically, like, I've got a list of the things that I need to work on before I, there's a list of tracks that I need to work on, things I'd like to get done, and things that I need to work on just in general that aren't songs, next, before I take on anything else. The number of tracks that I need to work on with other people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tracks with other people. And then an 8th original that I need to finish. And then gotta do taxes. I have been chipping away at those pretty well. Then some stuff around the house. And then stuff like getting my ears pierced finally and my nails redone. But, I'm calling it my, oh Lord, oh good heavens, no more please list, because the idea of adding anything else to this makes me go, oh geez, oh gosh, no more, please. Also, Timber, before I forget, let me take care of that for you, baby. Ready? Why is it not, hello, my eye? Okay, it really doesn't like the idea of me winking. I might have to move the camera. Yeah, it really doesn't like my left eye today. All right. Sorry for the lackluster winking today. Not sure what's going on with that today. But it's reminding me about my taxes. I'm so sorry, Ouija. Yeah, for me, it's actually a pretty big point of anxiety. But part of what's actually helped me not get anxious as hell is, for those who don't know, I'm on a payment plan. I'm still paying off 2022 taxes. And from what I understand, at least for the state of California, is I can add my balance to the existing payment plan. As long as I stay on top of it and as long as that kind of thing. It's not super ideal in the sense that there is still a balance and accruing interest, etc. But it does mean that I'm not on the hook for tens of thousands of dollars, you know? California, I still gotta figure out what's up with that. But, the good news is I'm not so urgently on the hook that that I would need to do some emergency thing. Whether or not I may end up doing something like that anyway, it's allowed me. The point is more, do you have an LLC? I did recently make Odyssey Eurobeat a proper business. Like it is now, Odyssey Eurobeat is now a registered California business as of this year. In fact, should be going out on the next edition of Redacted, because if I point out too much attention to it, it's got my contact info. But yeah, Odyssey Eurobeat is a registered California business. I'm not sure if it's an LLC, but it is definitely a business now. So apparently that'll make things easier, which is good because, well, hydrate, that I can do. But for a little while, I didn't know that I could do that. I didn't know that I could have that payment plan going on, basically. And to add to that, so for a little while, I really thought that I was going to have to be like, the idea that I would have to scramble for tens of thousands of dollars scared the hell out of me. Sorry to pause the music, but like I kind of needed to focus on how I phrase it, because like that idea, that would kind of be the end of it. I'd be done. I would be out. Just no more music, no more living here, no more any of that. I'd be a goner. So to know that there was some amount of other options to stay on top of things helped a lot. You start sponsoring things too, if that ever pleases your fancy. Maybe, I suppose so. Thank for the head pats. But yeah, no, for a little while, I really thought that I would have to scramble like that I have to figure something out. I was actually kind of planning an emergency, like, I was getting ready to do an emergency donathon kind of thing. Like, Tess and I were ready to really, like, dive into that. But I'm not necessarily going to do that. Does that mean I have business cards? I've always had business cards, baby. Technically, I was self-employed for a little while, but now that it's a proper business, it's a little bit different. Actually, I just realized I'm going to have to update that once certain paperwork is cleared up. But that's neither here nor there. Let me put the music back on. You would love business cards. I mean, you can just print business cards. You can just go to, like, Vistaprint and ask for business cards and just design them, and they will make them for you, and you pay them. Like, business cards are super easy. Anyone can make those. You give them the pretty girls, though. Yeah? Welcome back, gamer. Good to see you. At that point, that's just giving pretty girls your number again. I think I did the hydrate. Let me close that. Close that. And I think we're good. That as well. Up there. carrying around business cards with a number is kind of weird, IDK. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Business people need a means to reach you. And if they're not going to send an email or something on Discord, then they're probably going to send you, they're probably going to call you. That essentially just makes your phone number your business number too, unless you get a separate business number, which I think is possible. Like you can do something through like Google Voice or something. Yeah, I'm not super fond of phone calls either. It's not business, though, it's business. But you could still put your phone number on there anyway, because like, if you knew who it was, and it could be like, "Hello, darling. I knew you'd call." Bad demonstration, but you could still just have business cards. That's still very much a thing that you can do. Or you could even have a little spot on the card for them to write their number and give it back to you. That sounds a little creepy now that I think about it. Maybe don't do that. You'd immediately out yourself. I mean, there is such a thing as... Okay, and I'm not sure how much of a place I have to say it. But there is that term. There is, autistic Riz, from what I understand. There's the meme that I've seen of, like, me and the bad bitch I pulled by being autistic. Like... I don't know. I think it's cool. I mean, I don't think that would necessarily impede your game again. If anything, I think it might actually kind of accelerate it for you. My Riz, please. But yeah, no, like, I would almost go so far as to say, the fact that it's Autism Awareness Month makes that more accurate and sad for me because I have no bad maidens. Or if you meet someone in a public place and you want to slip them your number discreetly because you're enjoying the conversation. Exactly, gamer, you get it. Trying to think. I guess the point is, like, you can kind of get business cards for whatever reason. But, yes, I could theoretically get business cards printed for Odyssey Eurobeat as a proper business. I feel like at the moment my Bandcamp is still towards Odyssey Music. Actually, a lot of what I had before was put into Odyssey Music. But I think I want to properly make it all Odyssey Eurobeat. It's almost like paying a check, except for you're paying your number for it to them. I suppose so. But yeah, no, like, taxes was one of those things that was really messing me up for a while, like, in terms of just my general well-being. So, a lot of my overwhelm came from that. And there's still some overwhelm from a lot of that, but knowing now that it's not quite so life or death, helps a lot. Because, well, it means that I can take a little bit more time and get things processed and just, okay, we're going to add that here. And, there will come a point where, I will need to figure out how to reduce my balance. I will need to figure that out, but it's on a much longer scale thing. Can't even begin to imagine how annoying taxes are. Ari, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have a policy about posting links, and I imagine it probably caught, like, some text that you put after a dot as a link. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I kind of wish there was a way to warn instead of bopping like that. There's a lot that I'd like to figure out about, starting a business officially, because, like, I kind of did that mostly for tax reasons at the moment, but I also like to run it properly. Like, I might need to do separate accounts kind of thing, different stuff like that. But if it means that I am in less agony on an annual basis, then yeah, I think I'd like to figure all that out. And fortunately, I'm in good company with that in terms of good company. I'm in good company to figure out those details. Yeah. I know in the past my mom started businesses, but it works out for her because she's an accountant. Yeah, I think my mom's done a lot of accounting business too. I can tell because she's cursed QuickBooks plenty enough. And I can relate. Oh. Takaru, thank you for getting that. I'm actually quite surprised. It was the buy follower bot. Ah, naruhodo. Okay. Buy followers. Spend your money on followers that aren't actually going to get you anywhere or do anything. Reduce your engagement. How? Follower bots. Buy more here. Gosh, we have 9,302 followers. Can you believe that? We're like 698 followers away from 10K here on Twitch. That's a big deal. Beep boop, I'm definitely a bot who can do stuff. Aww. Can I fry your secrets if I call you kitten enough times? Pat your head. Call you a good robot. I just opened Twitter just now, and the first thing I saw was someone saying they in awe of my... Okay. Years. Have I not already? But yeah, no, like, here's the thing. Y'all know, by the way, never buy stats, right? Like, there used to be a period of time when you could invest in ads and, like, promotional posts. How's my April Fools, by the way? Did I get fooled at all? Not really. Listen, I had such a good prank for April Fool's Day. I bet y'all are still gonna figure out and think about what it is. It's gonna be super cool. And I didn't do anything for April Fool's Day. I couldn't think of anything. I was too exhausted. I was gonna do something for Trans Day visibility as well, but again, too exhausted. I just ended up not doing anything, and I felt a little bit bad about it, because, like, I like doing stuff for it. I gotta stretch. Excuse me. The prank was Odyssey would release Discord too. People tried to get me to do that for a long time now, though. Like, how do I say? I feel like Discord 2 would have to be... I feel like this is the same composition but different lyrics? Someone pranked me in the most horrible way possible. What happened? When in doubt, default to changing the server name because that was clever. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I've done that joke too many times. Like, oh, I'm gonna do Nightcore now. I'm gonna do this genre now. Woo! Like, Despacito. Can I just say, Despacito, not having sequels, is the most slept on, missed out on opportunity. Here's my reasoning. Because remember, Despacito, or at least one of the most popular versions, is it's in 2 languages, right? So, you know, you have Despacito, and then you have Despacito 2. Or Despacito. You have options. You could have gone with that. And here's the kicker. Here's the real kicker. You could even build that out to 3 versions. Because here's how it works. You know, Despacito 1, Despacito 2, Despacito. And then, in Spanish, Despacito, Dospacito, Trespacito. I will accumulate royalties now. Thank you. Come on now. Chop chop. Oh gosh. Some people just don't recognize genius. I see how it is. This makes me wonder when we'll get a Spanish stream. I don't know enough Spanish, sadly. I took a few years of it in, like, high school, but none of it really stuck with me. I don't know about those, Toa. They're not bad. It's just like, I don't know. Oh, it was a caliph.
Tú, dos pasito. Tres pasito.
Sorry. I need to take another hydrate real quick. Okay. Diss track. certain track I have coming up already kind of qualifies, so I may leave it be. But that would be a good way to go about it, like a Despacito, but it's a diss. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, no, they do Despacito redo featuring Bieber. I feel like that's how a lot of people got, discovered Despacito. Oh, Despicable Cito. I see. But yeah, no, I just wasn't in much of a place to do much for April Fool's Day. Wait, chat, my oddities. Can we talk about the podcast with Matara Khan and Mint Phantom? Can we talk about it? I'm sorry, I'm just very excited about it. Okay. So, as some of you may know, I am a Matara Khan simp. I adore Matara Khan. I very much love Matara Khan. I am a Momo. Here with headlights. And, so, thank you for the reminder. So the general idea of, like, Matara Khan running a podcast, that's great. I love that idea. But, to get Mint Phantom on board. I'm sorry, I'm just very happy. You follow Mint before graduation, did not see that coming, right? It's been a weird time for, like, graduated talents to start re-emerging on their old profiles. Like, talk about, okay, listen, this is coming from someone who is a fan of Fenriru before Fen graduated the first, like, originally. So, it's quite a time for that. And, speaking of, Doki has her old starting soon screen back. I heard about that. Yay! Wait, her old starting soon screen as Doki, or her old starting soon screen the other way? The dance. Oh! So, I should confess something. I was not as familiar with Doki Bird before her return, if that makes sense. Which sounds bad for me to say, but it's true. It's not like I disliked any of that. It's just I literally didn't know. I knew that Mint, like in the case of Mint, I knew what Mint's career was, the first time. And then with Doki Bird, I met Doki's, well, now previous alias. Should we in the VTuber section of the Discord? Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, no, like, without saying much, I had no idea. Yeah, honestly. Let me hydrate. Okay, I just realized what would have probably been a really good idea for an April Fool's stream if I was streaming that day. Sorry, I just had a really weird idea. The only redeem is head pats and just basically just an NPC stream. Anyhow, super happy for Doki and super happy for, okay, listen. I was happy enough for the fact that, thank you. I was super happy enough for the fact that Mataro was doing a podcast with Mint. That already glorious, amazing. Yes, we love this. They're bringing it to off guy. I am so happy. Okay, listen. I'm attending Off-Kai. I don't think I have anything in terms of, like, official plans or anything specific. But, so, Off-Kai is at the same venue as Babscon, for the record. So, I planned on going this year, obviously. So, to know that Matara is coming, I'm excited, I'm happy. I am attending Off-Kai. Thank you for asking, Vinyl. But, so is Matara. Sorry. I am very excited and happy, and I can't wait for Roach's mom to be here and to meet Mint and to be really good. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just very happy. So, April 1st was mostly about that. Can't wait to see. I can't wait to see you too, Pixie. I miss my Pixie hugs. I need them. Please give. I crave hug, please. But yeah, no. Oh my goodness. Just, I'm so excited about that. I'm so happy. Gosh. I even thought about this while I was like tired with stuff. You know, even worried about taxes and things like that. I have the coolest job ever. My job is cool as hell. I get to, when I want to, stream in whatever kind of outfit I want and look amazing in it. And have all kinds of fun with the oddities. And then I get to perform the music that I make on stream live on stage and not have to worry about covering my face up per se. And like, I could just, the best of all these spheres that I'm in, and I'm very grateful for that. I know, I have a day job that is extremely just the coolest one ever. Can't top it. Can't top it. I'm going without being really active in most VTuber. Yeah, honestly, it's fine. Like, I feel like Offkai is a great place to start getting into some of those communities, or like to find people that you just gel with. It's a really good con for that. So you're saying you aren't amazing when you aren't in cute outfits because you're amazing anytime. I appreciate that sentiment, gamer. I'm amazing when I'm not in cute outfits too. It's just harder for me to recognize sometimes. How do I say? There is always, of course, that sense of like, you know, we're always a little bit harder on ourselves. Yeah, no, I am amazing even when I'm not in cute outfits. Like right now I've got no makeup. I'm in, for the first time in a long time, like jeans and a t-shirt. I don't know. And I'm still here. I'm still doing great. But yeah, like, I guess the point is like, I have an amazing day job. I have an amazing way to make ends meet and meet all kinds of cool people. And, if I can just get past this whole tax thing, or start really kind of making it work financially, I'm set. This is as much as I could want. This is the dream. I'll find you, I'll hunt you down, and I'll tell you you're enough and cute and I'll affirm you. That is what's called this threatening me with a good time. It's gonna be, yes. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I wonder if I should do like an unofficial meetup at Offkai. I'd have to think about it carefully, but I do like that idea of like, we'd hang out, just like, I'm here. I think Phoebe did something like that previously. Yeah. You can, I mean, you have 3 mods with you. That's true, that's true. Maybe I could. Yeah. I'd have to figure out some ground rules or something and then just figure out where to plot myself and just be like, all right. Last time I'm lacking in fun with myself. That is totally fair, Daniel. I don't blame you for a second. Hello, Annabelle. Good to see you. Gosh, I don't know. At this point, I'm satisfied with whatever Offkai's got ahead, and I'm just excited to see it. I can hardly wait. I don't know. Like, this year's gonna be good. I just want to say hi to Matara again. I want to meet Mint. There's a lot of folks this year. I'm sorry, this is now the Offkai gushing section. All I'm gonna say regarding the prank is it really has me second guessing, but goodness, was it that bad? Like, are you doing okay? Like, you did say that it was a pretty intense one. Like, it sounds like it was a bad prank if they were pulling something like that. Yeah, I'm excited to see, I'm really excited to see Vivi and Ashton and Vex and Irene and Nyaru and I do have some connections with Fisik. I do cool me and Coefficient and GX. I'm very happy. I'll be fine though. Good. I do hope that you'll be okay. Henya, yes, and Henya, and Madame, and who knows who else they might announce for that. Like, That makes me sound like I know. I genuinely do not. And I probably won't, and that is fine. Just, I can hardly wait. I'm very happy. And excited for what's ahead. And even before that, even if we drop off Kai, y'all, Toho Fest is in less than a month. I'm so unprepared. Y'all, who here's going to Toho Fest? Who here didn't know that Toho Fest was a thing? So, this year, the guests for Toho Fest are as follows. Wonderful, the adorable, the amazing, Shihori, Tam Music, and A1 Records. Between Shihori, A1, and myself, that's quite a Yearbeat lineup, isn't it? Yep. Tam Music and A1 at the same event. I had the privilege and honor of hanging out with Tam last year. And yes, this year there's A1. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the website together. Toho Fest. A springtime festival where Gensokyo comes to life. April 27th to the 28th, Torrance Cultural Arts Center at Torrance, California. We get past here to the hotel. Here's the guests. The amazing Punderful, who's hung out here before, actually, here in stream. Punderful, and there's Shihori. There's, I don't know what that is. Tam Music, and A1 Records. Yes. In less than a month. Yeah, third one. Oh gosh, her. Okay, yeah. This one with like the weird squiggles for a thing. Gosh. Like these four here are great, but this one with like the geometry logo. Hello. I am joking, of course. I am beyond honored to be part of the roster this year, and I'm very glad that they booked me once again. I was trying to knock myself. I don't think I did a good job. But, yeah. But yeah, no, super excited for this year. Super excited to be sharing the stage with Shiori and A1 and Tam and Punderful. And I wonder if, I know Medukitty was there last year. I wonder if Medukitty will be there this year too. But yeah, I'm super excited. And a little nervous. Because I just got finished doing stuff for Babs. And from what I understand, I'm going to be prepared. Oh, thank you. I'm going to be preparing my usual performance method for Toho Fest, but this year I'm going to see about what I can do to stick with the CDJs instead. Which will be the second time in as many years that I've given them a proper shot. And I just really hope that I can figure out how to wield them properly, you know? Because I remember I had an issue with cue points and like navigating that way. Because like, here's a weird thing that I have. Like, how many of you know my performance method? It sounds a little weird. Basically, I use DJ software to play backing tracks and DJ, you know, actively switch between tracks, and then I sing over them. So what happens is I have cue points set throughout the song, you know, like intro, riff, you know, those sections, so I can jump to that point and start the track there in theory. And what ends up happening is, look, quick stretch. Excuse me. What happens is, you know, I can just push a button and it'll start, and it won't play. It'll just go to that point, and then I'll hit play and it goes. In Tractor, easy done. In Rekordbox, which is what CDJs use, like Pioneer CDJs, if you don't set them up a certain way, going to a cue point means, oh, we're gonna start playing the instant you push the button. I crave blood in Minecraft. Like, it is such a crappy, poopy bad decision to make it do that. But nevertheless, there is a way apparently to get around it. And I need to figure out what that is. Because if I can just get that going, I'm going to be unstoppable. I'll be able to just do a set in Rekordbox. I thought all DJ software is the same. Hell no. Yeah, the differences between Traktor, Rekordbox, Serato, Mix, Virtual DJ, very, very different platforms. Very different. And that is saying nothing of the DJ-like capabilities of DAWs like Ableton Live or Bitwig. Thank you for that, Bats. I'm going to do another hydrate. And mind you, the best software is the one that you enjoy. That said, the one that you're generally going to see around most often is Rekordbox, because the whole thing with that is, you know, you're going to see it at most clubs and bars and things like that. You grab your thumb drive, you plug it in, you're good. Ow. Traktor Pro 3 apparently added wider CDJ support recently. I could use Traktor with the J's. I tried that at Offkai last year, and it got funky for whatever reason. And not in the Eosis song "Funky," dance. It was just very bizarre in how it all went. Like I wasn't able to get it to properly do, you know? So I could do it that way. There are ways to use Traktor with CDJs, but I feel like if I can learn Rekordbox, then I'll be able to just hop around with the thumb drive. I'll be able to just hop around with the thumb drive and just DJ. Mind you, that generally means little to no singing. For Toho Fest, I plan to sing. So it might just be backing tracks and making sure that my that the microphone setup is good. But it's interesting too because, like, I don't know, I'm intimidated. I'm gonna be real. I've talked about like splitting my performances between strict DJing and a bit less DJ oriented, where I'm like singing and moving around and dancing. Part of why I was learning Pada Pada. And it would mean that I'm doing less on stage. I'm not, you know, setting up cue points or things like that, or mixing between songs manually. And it's weird because I like doing stuff on stage. Maybe I'd still let myself have like a little bank of DJ-like effects, but I don't know. It feels weird to surrender that control. On the same token, I think about performances from people who I respect and look up to and admire, and some of them are literally just giving backing tracks to the house, and they play the tracks back and they sing over it, and it goes great. And some part of me thinks about that, you know? Like, it'd be fun to just have a song and just have it play, and I don't have to worry about how I'm going through the monitors or whatever, because it's just kind of already there. It's just all in the house. But I could also design something myself and perform that way with effects and with songs flowing into each other and out of each other and that kind of thing, and have my own monitors and not have to depend on the house. But then I'm doing it all myself. And then, you know, it's just kind of it's just a more complicated version of the same thing. So, I don't know. I feel like for Toho Fest, I might actually do 2 sets. I might put it in Traktor, and then I'll build it properly in Rekordbox. I have some ideas. I've generally got my mind made up, but I'd be interested to hear you out for sure. Yeah. I don't know, chat, what do you think? For those of you who have seen me perform live, how important is that part of my career? Literally, like, my performances, like, oh, it's really important that Odyssey, like, mixes her songs together. And, you know, does the effects, and, like, it's clear that she's actually doing something with those tracks, right? Versus, like, and mind you, that's not me being like, oh, who cares? Like, maybe you do care. Maybe that's important. And I want to respect that. And who knows, maybe performing with backing tracks in Record Box and singing at the same time is perfectly fine. Because then I would just really have the one performance method with an added layer of complication. I don't know. Got to think about it. I do know that it's another hour in, and I need to pee again. I'll be right back, everybody. One sec. Weird question. Everyone doing okay? Everyone still here? Okay. Just making sure. Sorry. And don't get me wrong, not everyone has to play words on stream. It was more just like it stopped working just slightly before, or rather, it stopped just slightly before, and I was like, wait, did something break? I don't know. It was just a little weird. I will say, by the way, I might wrap my stream up a little early today. Could be Vermouth, could be. Oop. Don't find it fun personally. Totally fair. I may start looking into other games that are like that in the meantime. Other little distractions. It's all fine if you're up a little early today. You are the important part. What you do with the music is not as important. I appreciate that, Arkines. Thank you. I guess on some level, I do want my performances to still be fairly unique. And I don't know. I spent so much of my career building things in Tractor and like learning Tractor as a performance method, because you can map a banana to Tractor and it'll work. But with Serato or Record Box, things like that, you have to have like just such the right kind of gear, right? And I don't know. It's weird to shift things around and to do less DJ-ish things, because it feels like I'm not doing enough, you know? Really what I liked about my setup was that it gave me things to do and things that I had to do to really make it work. There was still some technique to it, you know? I don't know. Ironically, the controller that I have is technically for Serato. I just MIDI mapped it so it worked in Tractor. And it works. It does a pretty good job. The only problem is I had to take functions that weren't related and map them to things that weren't related to what they're labeled as. So it's like, oh. I think I might take the next 15 minutes before we raid out for today. So, chat, what's on your minds? What's on your hearts? Any questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? Who's live right now, actually? I want to see. Mousy, Numi, Latara, Phoebe, Cinder, Nags, Lucy, Haruka, Melody, Snuffy, Kitty Cat, Cabal. No thoughts, head empty. I have a specifically licensed Serato controller, and Serato can't even detect the thing half the time. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Serato doesn't seem bad, but it's just not a software that attracts me, you know? Did I say Phoebe? No. I said Chibi. Like Chibi Doki. You ever join VC in the server? Sometimes. I noticed that whenever I join VC in the server, it becomes an event. And I guess I try to be careful about when I do that. Quick bite. For me, the way you own stuff. Thank you, Vermouth. I try to do that a lot. Like, I don't know. If anyone's seen footage of me up on stage, I'll like get in front, I'll prowl, I'll gesture, I'll point. And I usually have to have one hand to hold the microphone, but I'll usually like do the gestures and the point and the wink and the, you know, little arm motions and things like that. What is chat in this? Again, I can tell you this. Not much, actually. I think whether or not certain words are reclaimed by their audience is one thing. In general, we are very careful about how that's handled on the server. If we can tell... It's an uncomfortable subject because I feel like any way that I address that will arm someone in the opposite direction. I would say generally refrain from using terms that could be considered slurs. Like obviously, just I understand the importance of reclaiming terms. There have been times when I've made jokes about myself with, you know, in some friends where it's like, oof, I would never say that in general company. I don't know. Research first before speaking. That. Absolutely that. I guess the thing for me is like, I have a few friends that reclaim a few terms for themselves, and I don't feel like I'm in much place to do that for myself. I'm also careful about like if my server has a history of people popping in, and I feel like I should just tell the story. My server started as a generally kind of private matter. The general sense was like, look, treat this place as if you were a guest in my home. Take it easy. We're not going to do anything too wild. Just like, obviously don't do anything too extreme, like just saying, like dropping slurs for the sake of slurs. Someone comes in and the first thing they share is the time-stamped portion of a video where someone drops like the slur. And we tried to confront them about it. It's like, hey, this is literally the one thing we asked you not to do. And this guy goes on this rant about how I'm an SJW and no, I'm some like this, that, whatever. It's like, we're asking you not to drop slurs? Hello? And mind you, this was not someone who was necessarily like kind of reclaiming something. It was just someone just being racist. So, I don't want to arm folks with the potential for racism. I guess on some level I'm not always 100% knowledgeable about people's relationships with the terms that are used for themselves as slurs. I'll often refer to myself with that term in voice and IRL. I just want to be careful because today in VC I wasn't so sure about it. I did see that you were hanging out with a few folks. Words are failing me right now, and I feel like if I speak to any specific policy on this, it will not go well. For the sake of right now, I'm going to withhold any kind of determination one way or another. Yeah, I think that's as much as I can really do for that. I'm sorry. I guess just if you can help it, I don't know. Considering it's Vegas, that's what I'm gonna do. Fair enough. Yeah. It was really warm in here. Any other questions, comments, remarks, redemptions before we pick someone to raid and then raid them? Who do we raid today? Just came back from the bathroom. What? And hydrate. Why can't people just be nice to other people and just understand certain things upset other people, and they may not feel comfortable with what you're doing? I don't know. Not entirely sure. Gosh, I remember those early days of the server. Because, like, I don't think we even had rules. I think it was, like, Dart Runner was just kind of one of the folks there. And, after that incident, I'm like, look, Dart, if you're comfy with, you know, helping me build this thing out and giving it some proper rules and things that I didn't really want to have to deal with in the first place, let's do it. And then it became much more appropriate and, like, much more appropriate for, like, public sharing and things like that. I don't know. It's a weird thought. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about, like, the Odyssey Eurobeat server and what it used to be. Hello, Average Gatsby. I hope you're doing well today. I do see that's your first time chat. I am sad to say that I'm going to be wrapping up a little bit early today. But I'm glad that you're here, and we'd love to see you. Acapulco Lisa raid. Is Lisa streaming? I'd be down to raid Lisa. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, you know what? Let's raid Acapulco Lisa. Looks like she's playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. And before we go, by the way, I am thinking of, I don't know. I may shorten my streams in the near future. I was doing really well with streaming like 3 hours a day, but I'm wondering if I'll be okay with like 2.5 or even 2. Generally, that's not good. The hour count needs to be pretty decent. And the way that I have it now is more than plenty for that. I don't know. Streamed hours do account for growth too. Like, people tend to hop on if someone's been going for like 3 or 4 hours. I wish I had that kind of vocal stamina. I really do. Yeah, the community over time has been like has absolutely gone fantastic. Like, we brought on so many lovely moderators. We've had just the general culture really shape and grow into something wonderful. Thank you all for being part of that, by the way. If I could talk that long, I'd just stream all day. I don't get how they do it. Then again, I think my voice has a thing where it resonates specifically at the vocal cords. So it's like, I don't get to just speak. Like, it's just going to resonate and it will give out after a certain amount of time. And I don't like that. And I kind of wish that I had doctors that would actually tell me what that is, and then, oh, you have acid reflux. It's like, there's more to it than that. This wasn't a thing before COVID. I would have had acid reflux before COVID. I've seen some streamers go for 24 hours, then 2 days later do another. I could never. Gosh, that idea. Yeah, I think we're ready for the last few minutes. Any other questions, comments, or Mark's Redemptions? Come on now, I don't bite. That's a separate service. Aw, thank you for the hearts. Very kind, very kind. Aw, cute. Who's a good kitty, Toa? It's you. Subathons. I don't know how they can just stream all day for months. I mean, sometimes I've seen some subathons not be 24-hour. Like, they'll end the time at a certain amount of time. Well, like I said, again, that's a separate service. Some VCs I'm comfortable joining, some I'm kind of nervous about, mainly due to me being shy. Like, I know Naya did a subathon where she would end stream after a while. Cute, cute, cute. All right, friends, I think it is about time to raid Acapulco. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some Eurobeat production because I missed that. And who knows, maybe we'll do like a track in a day kind of thing. Maybe not. But for now, it is time to partake. Thank you so much for popping in today. I missed streaming. I missed you. I missed doing this, and I'm glad to be back on it. Until then, however, it is time for us to raid. Oh yeah, awesome. Let me get the emoted one. That one is if you have the emote, and if you don't have that emote, there it is. All right, friends. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Pixie with the resub. You gonna get some love in the chat for Arcane's giving that sub to Pixie. It is great to have you still a subbing. And I will see you tomorrow. Until then, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. The raid going, actually. All right, Otskade the sea. Bye-bye. Mwah. Bye-bye. It's Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat signing off. Bye-bye. Goodbye.